Hello, this is Bryce Frazier. I'm here to give you a quick update on how to set up your MAP growth testing rosters for our next session of testing. The first thing you'll want to do is you'll want to get to the MAP testing website. You can do that by going to the Logan Hocking Schools district webpage, click on staff, and you will find a MAP growth link there. Click on that MAP growth link. You will need to put in your username, which should be your teacher email. I'm going to use Kelsey Pichelle for this demonstration. Thank you, Kelsey, for allowing me to access your account. Once you get here, you should have a page that looks something like this. In order to set up your test sessions, there's just a couple of things over here. We're going to go over to the left and click on Manage Test Sessions. Once you do that, your class rosters have already been preloaded. So what we're going to have to do is, in order to set up test sessions, we probably would likely want to do that by each individual class. So you'll come to a page that looks like this. You are going to click Test My Class, and it should have a listing of all the different classes or courses that you teach that are set up for MAP testing. I'm just going to do the very first one, show you how to do that, and you'll go back and do each period. So first one on here says Pichelle Kelsey English 2 period 1. I'm going to click on that one. I'm going to click Test Now, and it's going to bring up a page where it shows that I have 12 students in this session. It should have them listed here. It has information in here about who's testing and all that sort of thing, but we haven't assigned anything to it, and they're all awaiting. So we're not going to create this test session just right now, but we want to get it set up. We can add students or we can remove students if need be. First thing I want to do is I'm just going to hit Select All. That gets every kid in my class real quickly, and then I'm going to assign them a test. There's lots of things to choose from. Since Kelsey teaches English Language Arts, we're going to pick Reading 6+, and we're going to hit Assign. Once that's done, it will assign it to all those kids. The nice thing about that is it doesn't allow them to select their own test, because sometimes they can select the wrong thing. If we want to assign accommodation to any of these kids, we can do that at this point in time, or we can just hit End Testing Session and give it a session number, and it'll be ready, and we can go back to that a little bit later on. I'm going to go ahead and click End Testing Session. It's going to give me some sort of random name. However, that doesn't make any sense to me. I'm just going to call it Pichelle period 1. That would be something that a kid would understand, and I'm sure an instructor would understand when he come back. If I hit Save and Exit, it's going to bring it down here. Now that is a save testing session now. We can see that down underneath here. So I can go back and I can test now. I can edit that session. I can delete the session, but more than likely I would want to keep it. And when I'm ready to do this, I would want to hit Test Now, and it would bring up that same interface page. So that is how we create a test session. In order to create the next one, I would just go back to Test My Class. I'm going to go to her next course on here, which is, I'm going to go down here to this period 2. I would hit the same thing. Click on that, hit Test Now. Look over my students. Looks like they are correct. If for some reason there's somebody there and I want to remove them, oh, this person's not here anymore, I would click and click Remove. I don't really want to do that, but that's how we would do that. Again, I'm going to select all of them. I'm going to assign them a test. I'm going to go to Reading 6+, Growth. Hit Assign. It's all there. I'm not going to do any accommodations at this time. Hit End Testing Session. Shell period 2. Save and exit. Again, if I want to go back and edit any of these sessions, they're here. So let's say I want to go back and click on this and edit this session because I forgot there's some kids I need to assign accommodations to. So I got to say I've got to assign accommodation to Ryan Hickman. I would click on Ryan. I'd assign accommodations. And I would go down and let's say that I want to do text to speech for Ryan. And I can have that down here on text to speech. And I can just choose whether I just want answer choices, reading passages, question directions, questions prompts. I can do all those, hit assign, and he will have that. There are other things there, but I'm assuming those would normally be what accommodation I might want to have. If I change my mind, hit cancel, and he's gone. Again, when I want to get out of here, I can hit cancel or save session, but we'll just hit cancel. Yep, okay. Or cancel. I want to save my session to make sure it's saved. All those, it brings up the original name. That sounds great. Save and exit, and it's there. You'll want to do that for each one of your courses. And again, I hope that's helpful, and I will also be available to do some direct sessions to help. Thanks for listening and watching. Good luck with map testing.